We're here with Jason van der Merwe from Fight Evolution in Bedford View. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Hi Jason, thanks for having me.
So, just give us a bit of background on how your MMA journey started.
My MMA journey started approximately close to a decade ago. I had come in off a amateur boxing background, and I had met up with a friend of mine at work that had trained MMA, and we, as most athletes do, started speaking about the sport and that, and we decided we were going to spar. At the time then, he had just done a bit of tie clinch on me, and I never knew much about what was happening. I decided I needed to learn this, and from there I've walked into MMA gym and never left.
So tell us how the switch from training in MMA to actually competing in MMA.
So Jason, basically I've always been, I've got a competitive nature in me. I've always played sports all my life. So if I'm going to train in a sport, I'm definitely going to compete, I'm going to test myself. And that's essentially what we do every single day of our lives. We bet ourselves and then we go to test us.
And tell us what that amateur experience was like, what your amateur record was like.
My amateur record, if I remember correctly, was 7 wins, 5 losses. As I said, starting out, I'd only trained in the sport for 3 months before I had my first fight. And the experiences were great. I grew a lot as a person, and I grew a lot around me. I've got memories of taking a fight on 2 days' notice. Things that don't happen now. Guys go for amateur fights, go in 8-week camps. I fought over 4 different weight divisions. I would jump on a bus with 2 mates, go down, have a fight, and come back and go to work the next day.
And that move from amateur to pro, how did you make that decision?
Towards the end of my amateur career, I was surrounded with about 15 pros in the gym, and I started I used to treat myself as a pro athlete then. Then the preparation got a little bit more serious, the diet got a little bit more serious, I took my training a lot more serious. I then made up my mind that this is what I wanted.
And then the journey from competing to coaching?
That just sprung on me quite quickly. A friend of mine picked up the phone one day and said, listen, I've got an offer to open a gym, do you want to come check it out? And I went home and I spoke to my wife about it. Obviously the sacrifices that it puts on family time, and it does put a lot of strain on us, or takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of support from her. And the opportunity really wouldn't arise how it has now. And I just decided to grab it with both hands.
And tell us a bit about the gym.
We offer a family-friendly training program. We've got kids classes, we've got beginner classes, and we've got pro athletes. So my essentials, what I'm looking to do is to get guys that are working hard but are looking after each other. I want a group of guys that look after each other, that are developing each other without causing harm to each other, and that way we're all growing together, so that my kids can be on the mat with my pro athletes. Everyone's looking out for each other.
And for those that want to get hold of you and come through to the gym, give us a bit of detail on it.
What they can do is they can follow us on Facebook. There is a Facebook page, Fight Evolution, or they can contact myself, Grant Olaf, or Simon Hall.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you're in the Bedford View area, get down.